Wow, Hunter, that it's like you've been clicking life. Wow, Hunter, that
live.
it's like you've been clicking.
Are
Oh
we
my
alive?
goodness.
We're live.
No, we're not
Barely.
live. Are you sure? I thought we were dead.
I feel pretty
But
dead.
yeah, we're
I
undead.
can also
Oh,
relate to
I
the
don't want
idea of
that.
feeling
I don't want to
dead.
be alive forever.
Let's get some music.
So you're saying being alive is better than being undead, but being
You
dead
sure
is
we're
better
live?
than being undead.
Oh, there it
We're
goes.
live, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't.
Well, that just doesn't make any
didn't
sense, Cody.
switch for me at first.
No. It makes sense.
That just makes no sense to me.
There's not a logical fallacy in there. You're confused.
I must be.
Always
Hello.
I
are.
usually am.
Everybody, and welcome to episode. Okay. Who did we lose?
Topher.
Topher.
Topher, you're messing
this
things
is your
up.
second strike tonight, Topher. Come on.
I didn't do anything. My Discord just restarted.
Weird.
I've been working with high school students for long enough now to know a bad excuse when I hear one.
Wow, fuck you.
More like a week, like 1 week.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's more than enough time.
So we are here for episode 36 of Scarlet Sash Stories.
You sure?
Yeah,
Wasn't
we're
that last week?
that was 35.
Holy
We are,
shit.
Going in sequence with the numbers for this one.
Wait, really?
That's
Are you
dumb.
sure?
For real. Just this
That's
one.
not how I was
Next
taught to
time,
count.
let's just
Just
let's just
roll a
skip it.
D100 and
Yeah.
assign
Pick a-
episode numbers.
Pick an
Jesus.
episode.
I'm gonna
Brand
need you to start
new
using
campaign,
Common
it's
Core
episode
to figure out
34.
what episode we're on.
Yeah.
It's the power of
Tarot reading, maybe.
chaos control.
Chaos control.
Speaking of chaos control, last episode, our intrepid Sash Bearers slew a demon of chaos, an adversary demon, scion of
I hope you choke on that pizza.
the Prince of Change. We should get some ASMR eating stream in here.
No, we shouldn't.
Oh,
At all.
Jim, it's so good
I hate it so much.
Wow. Now that we've lost the good half of our audience.
Yeah, now that everybody who's not a degenerate has left. As well as defeated, subdued, and recruited a seemingly celestial warg, a silverback warg of the Winter King, sent to met out the Winter King's justice against Lillian, and she triumphed over it in single combat while the rest of the Sash Bearers were dealing with demon stuff. And so we find ourselves in the Twisted Chapel, freshly cleansed of the Prince of Change's demon. And if you remember, the whole point of all of this, the whole reason Celine engaged in this foolhardy task was that she was promised
She's so mean.
some secrets. Secrets that only the Prince of Change and his millions of whispering eyes would know.
I do like secrets.
And we left off with the Prince of Change in his chapel with our Sash Bearers, offering them some secrets. And as a brief recap, the current party composition is slightly atypical. We have 5 players and 4 bodies. We have 1 player who's not in their original body. So we've got Hart, who is dead, but still around as a spirit. His body fully immolated by the power of the Winter King, beseeched by Lillian in a final attempt to rid the world of her mistake, Hart's mistake, a bad influence by Celine. Heart Soul is currently harbored in Miss Nesgrin, who volunteered to ferry Heart around to remain with the party. Nesgrin seems to think that there is some redemption available for Heart in some way. Nesgrin having been used to this idea after meeting or reuniting with her brother and carrying him around until he was placed in the body of a rat. Speaking of bodies of Skurzak, Celine is currently, her soul is in the body of a Skurzak, a like researcher wizard man. And so she is now warged into him, and her body is back with our ever-growing, like, caravan of extra NPCs that are traveling with the Sash Bearers.
Well, it grew, and then it shrank a little bit,
Yeah.
and then it grew back again a little bit.
And so, accompanying our Sash Bearers are Korna, the Orc's witch, who was redeemed very early in the campaign. Ardron, Nesgrin's brother, who died and then returned to Nesgrin's body upon the recovery of the family heirlooms, and was then placed within the body of a Skurzak. And Celine's baby rat Skurzak, that she took the soul out of a regular rat and placed it in an unsouled body of a Skurzak. And so those three are back in the portal room doing kindergarten with the baby Skurzak or something. I don't know exactly what's going on.
Trying to introduce it to object permanence.
Yeah, right. So Hart and Nesgrin are currently occupying Nesgrin's body. Celine is currently occupying the body of a Skurzak researcher. Lillian now has a Winter King warg as a companion, having lost one of her wolf companions in the previous combat. And Nabeen, ever stalwart in her presence in the world, has not
Still doesn't have her fucking pony.
changed bodies or any soul shenanigans. Is rootin' and tootin' and doing. I was gonna say some bad words, but there's children down here.
Yes.
So you all
Gross at the
stand.
children, not the bad words, right, guys?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, I understand. We all love bad words here. So let's see. What's some good Prince of Change music?
Does my dog have a name?
Not. He hasn't told you his name,
Okay.
so you would be fine to give him one.
Well, I better ask him if he has one already. That would be very rude. I can't just go up to Chris and be like, your name is Harold now.
I mean, you could, but I'd just be like, no, it's not.
All right, Harold, don't give me an attitude.
Oh, Harold.
So, you stand in the twisted chapel of the Prince of Change, atop the mountain where the body of the Orc's god is being experimented on by the Skurzak. And the voice comes to you, the familiar voice that followed you through the halls of change and showed you a variety of visions and things that could be or may have been. And he says, so you want some secrets? I've got plenty of secrets.
They better be useful and good.
And the voice invisible to the eye, but audiologically, you can hear it move around the room.
Auditorily?
Yeah, that still sounds not perfect. It's in stereo, so it's
definitely more of a perfect than your word.
The voice approaches Celine and says, "Oh, I have plenty of useful secrets. In fact, my brother, the Prince of Pleasure, he's spoken often of you.
I bet.
And he seems to think that you are lacking a few necessary
Brain
components
cells.
to the powers that he has provided you. And would you believe it if I knew where those could be found? I have other secrets. I have many secrets. Some you may be interested in, some you may disregard, but for such a paltry task that you have accomplished, I will only provide 2 secrets. So I know a little bit about the Prince of Pleasure and where he may be keeping the components necessary to access his powers.
Really
The voice-
specific way of saying sex toys.
The voice swoops across the room into Nesgrin's ear and says, "Oh, heart, wouldn't it be nice to have your own body again? What if I told you I know where to get you your own body again?" And the voice retreats into the room and says, "And of course, the grand question that we're all here for. What are these scheming Skurzak up to with the body of the dead Orcs god and their colossal mushroom? Related? What is this strange human next door in Shadow Castle? Why is he here? What is he doing with the Skurzak? A stranger from a strange land." And then, of course,
Oh, we still have to go talk to him. I thought we were in that building, but I guess not.
you are sort of in that building. You're in
They're
half of it.
neighbors.
Yeah.
He's got like a timeshare situation.
Yeah.
This was clearly once part of the castle before it was a cultist shrine.
Yeah, it was like picked up by like part of Wall Street, and they're doing this whole like shared cohabitation space.
You know, rent's been going up. The times are
Yeah,
tough.
you know, even it's hard for a Chaos Demon to own their own land now. You know.
Yeah, it's actually like a real estate scheme. There's some tax loopholes.
They call me a demon, but like, is it so crazy that I want change, right? Like,
Yeah,
I just want change.
For real.
Yeah,
all the
much
demon
worse.
just
princes.
millennial.
Yeah.
Okay, this could be much worse. They could be timeshare salesman. Yeah, not sailor, salesman.
Yeah, could be both actually. That'd be very
Yeah, it could
wild.
be
Yeah,
both, yeah.
Like, all right, so we've got one cabin on our boat.
The Prince of Change is
Like
like,
being on a sub, people just hot racking all the time.
There you go.
what if I told you that during non-peak weeks, you could have your own apartment right next to Shadow Castle?
But like on holidays or no, those are peak
Those
weeks. I
are
see.
blacked out. Sorry, you have
Okay,
to look at the contract.
So like normal weekdays when I would be working. When
Yes.
it's hard to get away.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And some of those are also blacked out.
Oh, good. No, okay.
Usually the ones that you want.
Oh, right. Where do I sign? Where am I signing again?
Yeah, this is a good contract. And then he says, "And of course, everyone is anxious for the future. I mean, a star has fallen from the heavens and smitten the land of the living. Is this
Smote?
Smote? Smitten? I'm pretty sure.
Smitten is like
But it's still the same word. Like you're smitten with love is like being struck.
Oh, I see. It could
Yeah.
be, yeah.
Is this all that there is to come? Is this just the opening salvo in a greater plan of the demon princes up in the aether? Wouldn't we like to know? If there are any other questions you may have, I can certainly do my best to offer. But I think I have offered at least a little bit to go off of. But remember, 2 secrets. Defeating an adversary demon, not terribly impressive.
Madam Waters, you're not terribly impressive.
I agree. I'm gonna go get the rest of the group so we can take the stairs and get out of here.
Is it true that the Prince of Pleasure called Celine easy?
Celine just kind of shrugs in the rat body. I mean, he's not completely wrong. I am kind of easy.
Hear
would
from
be
echoing down the
surprised.
hall. What a floozy!
You'd be surprised the tales we tell of Hart and Celine and the miasma. What a rush.
He says that, and now it's just like, nope, nope, no.
You're grossing people out. Stop it. Look, we ain't here for.
Says the goblin to the demon prince.
Yeah. You're grossing people out.
We aren't here to find Hart a new body through some secret with you or fucking. I don't give a shit about the Prince of Pleasure, whatever. I've never worshipped him. Yeah, I enjoy living life to the fullest and doing what I want, but I ain't. I mean, the knowledge of power is also nice, but that's just sexy stuff. We're here for.
I have.
Oh, what kind of sexy stuff were you have in mind? Can you tell us a couple of things? What are these sexy things?
That's you.
You want me to go get a stick?
No, I just want you to tell me that you need to collect the scalps of prostitutes.
I
Really
don't know how to
fast.
take that comment either.
Go get a stick? Yeah, I'm actually. Could you elaborate?
What is the implications of this?
Saying I'm gonna shove a stick up your ass. That's sexy, right?
I think most people probably already think I have a stick up my ass.
Well, now
Yeah,
you're gonna
it's
have
the
to.
Yeah, no one can see the limp now. I can
fair.
get rid of the metal on my leg if I can keep a mount.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Prince of Pleasure will say, "Well, I have some little birds or rats maybe that have whispered in my ear that Celine is in search of some hard to come by artifacts and items and
Always.
magical accoutrements. And
Always.
I am always interested in providing a helping hand to those who wish to help themselves.
Yeah, I don't
And
want your
all
help
you
for
have to
that.
do is ask, Celine.
Look. I may be a heathen and generally seen as a
Certainly.
terrible person,
Absolutely.
but I ain't here to get fucking help or get more power through the likes of you. I'll do it my own way.
Well then, Celine, why exactly are you here?
Because we want to know how to save the Orcs god.
Interesting. Well, I have certainly offered potential information about that.
Good. Because I want to know more about it.
What of our good friend Agent Bruce? What are you offering about her?
Ah, Agent Bruce, such an interesting character. What of Agent Bruce?
Nacho, were you trying to say something?
Yeah, so what really is bugging me that it might offer the possibility of information. What was the word that you used? A specific word.
Accoutrement?
Oh,
Accoutrements?
No.
Is that the word? No?
He didn't say like specific information. It was like it could offer you, and wasn't like very specific. It was like
yeah.
Pretty
So
much.
the one of them was like, "What are the rats? What are the Skurzak doing here? What are they doing with the body of the dead orcs?" guy?"
yeah.
No, I think
Possibility.
he's Yeah.
Yeah, you
that's
said
what
the
he was-
possibility of information. So you're not offering information. You're offering the possibility of information. But that will imply that you don't have the information actually. You're cheating on us. That people
Yeah,
expect
it's like a
cheater to
genie
do.
situation.
Cheat, yeah,
Yeah.
like.
Well, I can promise as much
Oh, the
of,
promise.
Oh,
demon.
wait,
as
wait,
much
wait,
of
wait.
weight as
Wait. What? I'm not
you
much. Yeah, I could promise that Celine is going to remain celibacy from now to the day of her death. It will be like my promise has like more weight, not more weight than your promise. It's like much to say. So I don't think that. I think we are lost in our time. So unless you have something important for us, I think I'm going
I have many things
to the
important
hole
for
in the
you.
world that kidnapped it.
You
I'm going
have
to turn around
earned
and-
my honesty through the slaying of my scion.
Boy.
That was always the deal. That is,
Just because you're being honest doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. I think that's the point she was trying to make.
At least part of it.
also, also, you can never trust honest people. Because you can trust a liar to make a lie, but you can never trust an honest one to tell you the truth. Oh,
My God.
I'm on fire tonight.
well, I will say that this temple that you stand in here has been here for a very, very long time. And
I feel
its
like I've been
presence-
standing here for a very, very long time.
I think you're boring my companion.
We're too impatient for the god of change.
my presence has made me privy to all sorts of useful information.
Give me one.
You need to pick. You must
I
make a
pick
choice.
Charizard.
I mean, unless what Miss Nesgrin is going for is for you to prove that you know secrets in some way. I think that's what she's getting at.
You stand in a clear demonstration of my ability to manipulate the world around you, and don't trust that I can maybe possibly know a little bit more about what's happening around you than
Yeah, that's
you
sort of the
do.
long and short of it. Yeah, you figured it out.
You
Good
are
job.
certainly welcome to
I'm not even there.
disbelieve.
Celine's like, I was really kind of hoping you'd reveal one of his deep, dark secrets that would, only he would, or only she would know. So,
Well, we have already all shared in conversation while you were wandering my halls.
That's true.
yeah.
If I think something to the demon, no one else can hear me, right?
Yeah.
So I want to like think to myself, well, if nobody else is gonna ask a question, he might as well tell me where my body or how I can get my body.
I mean,
back.
to be fair, I did kind of ask a question, but
Well,
and
yeah,
then
but
Chris was asking about the other chick. But yeah,
Yeah.
I want to be sure that you all are spending your secrets how you wish.
Well, it's
I
only
don't-
two
I don't
secrets
wanna
for the whole
go-
group, right?
Yeah, it's 2 secrets for the whole group, and I don't want to be like too genie about it where you're like, oh, where's my warg? And then the Prince of Change would be like, there it is, you're out of 1
Ding.
secret.
Why don't you want to do that? That's hilarious.
It's very funny, but also I believe Celine is grievously wounded right now and would, for
in this body.
well, yeah, but it's not
Okay.
like this was without trial.
Yeah.
Let's do some exercise. So we have two wishes. right? 2 secrets. Oh, but we don't trust that your secrets are really, really secret because
Because
the
you're insane.
Prince
Yeah.
of Change. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're an honest. You trust people. Like, oh, let's do something. You tell us where Heart's body is, and we would trust you to ask you for your 2 secrets.
Pretty sure Heart's body is a pile of ash in that tower back.
Because if he goes like, oh, it's a pile of ash. Here is the Heart's body.
And
Will be
Hart
ashes,
thinks
yeah.
and Hart thinks to himself or to the demon, better than that, just tell me how I can get the hell out of here.
Interesting. Well, I'm willing to exhaust one use of your favor with me to provide you proof that I know what I'm doing. Is that
No.
No. That will be cheating. Because you could give me like a pile of ash and tell me it's a body, but it doesn't work, and then like exhaust my wishes, and then I have it anymore. So what will the point for us to spend something on something that doesn't work?
well, Nezgrin?
I'm thinking like there was like a tale, a fable. There was this guy that he really wanted something, and then he got that from the demon. And then when the time came, he got his wish, but wasn't really his wish. And then he got died. He got killed.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's ultimate goal is to kill all of us. I say as I come back now, finally, with a train of people.
I was thinking like, this guy, he was in love with a woman, and he wanted to get married with her. And then he asked for his wish. The demon granted his wish, and then when he woke up, he was married to this beautiful woman that he loved. And then he was like, narc. No, it was like how do you go? The guy that sells drugs.
Pharmacist?
Hell, drugs.
No, illegal
dealer?
drugs. A drug dealer. He was a drug dealer, and then his wife was cheating with the second in command, and he could also speak Spanish, and then he got killed, and he got his wish, but it wasn't actually his wish. So you will be exhausting my thing to show me.
Yeah, and you're gonna get him killed by someone who speaks Spanish, whatever that is.
I was waiting for Nacho to stop. I was just gonna be like, I lean over to Lillian and I'm
What
like,
is Spanish?
what's Spanish?
Don't worry, I'm highly educated. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, Lillian, I wouldn't dream of just killing you. You're the most entertaining thing that's come across this barren, frosty rock in the last 100 years.
I intend to keep it that way. Are you all done here? Are you done chatting with your wretched creature?
No, Nesgrim is like really upset with this whole situation and wants proof and is trying to get a freebie in.
We really got to stop with these political or these philosophical conversations. They're slowing down our war party, I gotta say.
It's
Trust
Nesgrim
them
this
or
time.
don't trust them. Have them tell you what you want and then just ignore it, like anyone with any half a brain would do. Or just
If
don't
you-
ask them
you've made
anything.
it this
That's
far
better yet.
without any knowledge from any demons or what have you, and I'm sure we can continue to do just fine without it.
Agreed.
And I cross over to where Lillian is and just kind of stand there with my arms crossed, tapping my foot.
You start playing Russian roulette with a musket.
It's going to be a very short game.
Well, we just don't light it. We're waiting to see if it sparks on its own.
Click, click.
And Hart's still thinking to the demon, fuck their secrets. Just tell me, get me the fuck out of here.
Well, it seems we have a winner. Nesgrin, disbeliever as you are, would you be surprised to know that the gods are not all powerful, and some of their most prized possessions sometimes go missing? And
No, they're not powerful. They're useless.
for enacting one favor of mine, I shall show you something remarkable. And
What? No.
the air warps
This is bullshit.
in the twisted chapel, and frost rhymes over in a spiral along the floor and ceiling. And the Prince of Change says, I found this just recently, tossing about in the Winter King's domain. And I thought, curious, I wonder how this got here. And an icicle grows from the ceiling, colossal in width and length, until it touches the floor, and in its semi-transparent body of this icicle, you can see, warped and mirrored and refracted in the ice, Heart's body.
This is a terrible idea, and you've wasted our secret.
Enjoy! And the ice shatters, and Heart's body falls limp to the ground amongst the broken icicle.
I immediately go up to it and decapitate it. Immediately, without a second thought.
What do you do, Heart? You're muted.
You're muted.
I would imagine that as soon as I saw it in the ice, I was immediately starting to try to push my soul back into it.
Roll your incantation at +10. Oh, we need to roll for... Before you roll, don't click the button yet. We need to roll
Oh, right,
for
we gotta get our fate
Yep.
things. Right.
Is that? Oh.
And while you do this, I'm gonna get a drink. My throat is super dry. Good job, Nacho.
Yeah.
Ooh. Kick him out of the party.
Look at that. Nacho wasting one of our secrets and getting a possibly booby-trapped or worse-off body than Heart originally was.
What? It's going to be fun. What's the fun in that?
Where's the fun in which thing?
Anyway, you cheated on us, so now we know.
Yeah, now we know that it did exist, and we can piece it up, and we'll throw each of the limbs in a different part of the world, so that they're
Yeah, I
never
don't
all
know.
together.
I don't know if you could judge it because wasn't the Prince of Change was in your god's domain?
Yeah, 'cause
Supposedly it was.
Supposedly,
he was
I
saying.
also like eviscerated it with holy fire. So like, I guess there's a world in which it went there via like magic, but
Mhm.
also this could be fake. And regardless of whether or not it's real, it's presumably usable. It could be like a recreation. He could have just made a big old show of it, you know?
Mhm. Or like I said, it could be worse off than his original body.
It could be a bomb that when I go to strike it, it's gonna explode.
That would be funny.
You have oh, it's your willpower, right? Lucky roll.
Do you think we could trap him? Prince
In
of
his
Change?
oh, trapped. I don't think he's like really here.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually here.
He's like a real big thing, just sort of putting his head in this area to look at
Mhm.
us. If we were like in his realm and saw like a version of his corporeal body, maybe.
We'd probably go insane.
Maybe
Probably
we are but we are not in their realm. But Maybe we are in their world. We could go to visit the Winter King.
In
Yeah.
Turkey?
What'd you say?
Turkey? The country?
Love
Yeah,
turkey.
Turkey. That's where the Prince of Change is from.
Yeah.
He's Turkish.
Turns
Love
out
his
all
coffee.
all of the demon princes are just like people from the real world.
Yeah.
They're
Gods
playing-
too.
Yeah, you're actually just all
The-
part of a Black and White 2 game.
Yeah, there you
somebody
go.
else
Oh
playing.
god.
The little hand picking you up.
Now we lost
The
hope.
Winter King is just that guy from like Maine who just like lived in the woods for 20 years, like
Yeah.
with no shelter.
What?
I just like
Yeah,
it
but I-
cold.
It was nuts.
He was nuts.
I found a show from the US that this guy like he made things for people that go into out of the radar.
Okay.
That he was like he was a guy, I think he was in Alaska, born in Alaska or something like that. He was around the country helping people that went out of the grid to go to live in the woods and do their own harvest, hunting, blah blah blah
Ala-
blah.
Alaskans, that
Funny.
sounds about right. They're all crazy people. A shout out to any Alaskans watching this stream. You're fucking nuts.
You're nuts.
Well, our demon prince decided to wait for you to come back before he ran off.
Yeah. So
All right, so Hart succeeds on his incantation, and Nesgrin, a presence drains from your consciousness with such expedience it surprises you. You feel Hart whip out of your body across this room filled with demonic change magic and slams into his own body, causing the icicle to shatter and him to fall to the ground in a pile of giant ice chunks. And Hart lays there motionless for just a little bit as Lillian dismounts and strides across the room.
Yeah, to just lop his head off.
what did you
And
mount? What were you mounting?
Lillian
The
was
warg.
on her warg and strides past you, Nesgrin, axe in hand, and
Push
gets
her.
past you, steely look in her eyes as Hart gasps and his eyes fly open.
You should turn your cheek, Lillian.
I already did that once, and I got slapped again.
That's the point.
Do I roll? Do I get a murder? Do I
You
roll murder?
can.
I'm not gonna stop now. I literally just had to fight a fucking wolf because of how merciful I was to this piece of shit.
So, Hart, you awaken to a raised axe over your head. And you are clad in everything that you previously had,
Except hearts.
Not Heartsbane,
except for Heartsbane.
unless there are
It's okay.
two now.
I still have
God.
I still have my demi lance.
The fucking auto parry. Is that what this is gonna be? I literally
Yeah.
won't be able to hit him because he
Correct.
can always auto parry and I can't attack twice.
Correct.
I have to crit though, right?
You can do a called shot to prevent a parry.
Okay, there you go. I'm gonna do a called shot and then cut your fucking head off. Do I roll with a negative for that?
Yeah, so it'd be at, it's sort of variable, but
Okay.
I will say that with your understanding of Hart's fighting style, you know
Heart is
that,
also prone.
yeah, Hart is pro.
Yeah.
So,
And so you know that you have to be very intentional about getting past this guard. So because he's on the ground, it's not a -20, it'll be a -10. Oh, is that a crit?
Oh.
Fail?
I can re-roll it because I'm dual wielding.
Even if
Does
it's a crit
that
fail?
count for crit fails?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't say otherwise.
I suppose
Crit fail means Nacho's shaking his head. No,
No.
crit fail usually means
No.
you can't re-roll anything.
I'm not
That's fine.
using a fate point or anything.
No, it doesn't matter. If you can use a fortune point, that's like the most powerful thing. You cannot use skills, talents actually.
You can't use
Yeah.
anything?
No, those can't be roll. Sorry.
That seems like silly.
Let's see.
No,
Sounds like a
because
critical failure to me.
Yeah,
Yep.
think about it. It's like you can use the fortune points that it's like more powerful than a talent. Why would you be able to use?
I
a talent?
suppose that in that sense that makes sense.
Let's see. So, should you fail
I
your
think-
skill test in the die match, you incur a crit failure.
Can't re-roll. I think it's very specific.
Yeah, it would have to be somewhere else because it doesn't say it under ambidextrous. So
And it doesn't say it under crit fail either.
No, that's like wait. I think it says in. No, it's there. We'll look for it.
It might be under
Sec.
combat or something like that.
I think it's another crit failure. Wait.
I would
I just knew
lean-
that critical failures cause exertion, which I did not know.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Most of the time when you crit fail an attack, it is you take peril because you overextend or stretch a muscle or whatever.
It's not in the critical failure that says you can't re-roll. It says using a fortune point. Note, you cannot use a fortune point to re-roll a critical failure. I don't see anything that says like a critical failure can't be
Yeah, with like it doesn't
re-rolled
specifically
by
say
other
with
things.
the
So,
talents.
because some of those abilities are like very like specific in what they do, and a fortune point is for literally any kind of action you're doing.
So
So
I
let
can
me-
see it either way. It's up to,
So,
up to you,
yeah.
Hunter.
I would lean towards it not being able to reroll.
Okay.
Let's see.
So what happens when he crit fails? Like, how does that play out?
He misses and generally would take exhaustion or something like that. But in this case, I will allow Hart to see it coming, block it, and gain your feet in front of your companions.
All right. So when I do that, I basically block the attack and stand up, and I look at Lillian in the face, and I say, "I know you don't want me. I'm leaving."
That's not how this works. And I look at Nesgrin, and I say, you made a promise to me. If he ever stepped out of line, we would stop him.
He hasn't stepped out of line yet.
He has already. He's already taken the promise from a demon prince and used it for his own gain. That sounds pretty fucking out of line to me.
Didn't do anything wrong yet.
Other than trying to kill us less than 3 hours ago?
Oh, that was
I
3
never.
hours.
First
Whoa.
of all, I never intended to hurt any of you. And isn't death already paying the ultimate price?
You
Get
haven't
out of my
died
way.
yet. I'm gonna
Ned leans
not
over to the warg and
engage
is like,
with
"What
you.
does
I'm
your
not
god
letting
say
you
about
out.
this?"
Yeah, what does the warg say?
The warg will say, Lillian has paid her price.
So we
That's
hear the
not
word,
helpful at all.
or only she can hear it. It's like mental thing for her.
It's out
only,
loud.
or-
It
The
just
warg
friggin'
speaks.
talks.
Yeah, the warg talks. It can speak.
That's
Okay.
sick.
Yeah, it's got that horrible voice from Princess Mononoke.
Oh god, I love it.
Oh shit! Yeah. They already pay you for this.
I don't think he will. Hart just said he's leaving.
I don't think he's going to leave. Far.
He's not staying with us. That's final. I've already shown him too much mercy as it is. If we let him live, he's going to do more atrocities. We've given him dozens of opportunities at this point.
Again, all I've ever done is obtain power to protect you. But since I know you don't want me, I'm just going to go my own way.
I don't want to talk about it. I want to kill him.
I don't want to talk about it either. That's why I'm leaving.
Murder is not the option, Lillian. Come on.
And so Hart begins to
know.
try and leave.
I think murder is an option
I think murder is a viable option that I would like to take.
I'm still more with Lillian on this. The only reason Hart has a soul is because of you, Nesgrim. Otherwise, I was going to shunt him with Adore.
Yeah, I know. That will corrupt your soul, and I don't want to get your soul corrupted.
Pretty sure you never cared in the first place.
I do.
Say two hail wargs, and we'll get it forgiven.
I wanna appeal to the Winter King.
Make a religion check.
Yeah, so I do want to say that I did. I reached out to the man who wrote the game himself, and says that crit fails cannot be re-rolled. Okay, well this is actually confusing because he says unless you have a trait or talent that dictates otherwise.
I do. I have a trait that lets me dictate.
Does it say you can re-roll crit failures?
It doesn't say you can re-roll crit failures. It says you can re-roll any attack roll and have to take the whatever the second is.
Any attack roll. That suits it for me because fortune points specifically say that you cannot re-roll critical failures.
Nab asks the warg if it wants to play cards while they figure this out.
Yeah, it's hard with those opposable thumbs, but I'll give it a shot.
So feels the warg in.
Hart, you want to appeal to the Winter King.
Yep.
What does this look like to you? Is this like a prayer?
Yeah, straight up.
So roll me a resolve at -20.
This ought to be good.
Can I re-roll it?
You can. You've got fortune points.
I wish I had the divine ability to cut him off from fortune points.
And so you open yourself up in prayer to the Winter King, and you
And I state that I served him for a short time, and I know that I failed him. And I'm asking for the opportunity to live my life in a way that would no longer fail anyone.
And
what does that mean?
A voice to answer your question, Cody, yes.
Okay.
A voice fills this chapel, again frosting over with the power of the Winter King. And the voice, all of you hear it, the deep tremor of the Winter King's voice, and it says, "In my court, you don't get second chances. You will never follow me again. But Lillian, my follower, has absolved herself in my eyes of any of your wrongdoings. And how you, as mortals, choose to solve this problem is no longer my concern.
I slip my axes into their loops, and I say, "Give me all the rations that you're carrying."
Me?
Yes.
Okay, done.
All right. Walk back to civilization. If you survive it, you've earned it.
Heart will walk out.
Do you go out the exploded wall, or?
Yep. Out the exploded wall.
All right. Hart walks past Nesgrin. Do you get your sword back?
I would like to ask Nesgrin for my sword, yes.
Just walks out with that Hearthbane.
All right, we're now gonna roll 32
Does
nature
does
checks.
Nesgrin give me my sword back?
I'm thinking about it.
I'm not gonna fight you for it. I'm just gonna ask for it.
Okay, yeah, because you lose.
I'm straight without the sword in a fist fight against Nesgrin. This old dwarf lady, she'd kick your ass.
I like to think that Nesgrin has like one hand on the hilt and is like
Yeah.
in deep contemplation.
Yeah.
Nav is playing cards with the ward.
All right, deal
Link's
me
just
in.
Yeah,
watching.
Celine
I'll
is
remove-
standing aloof.
I removed
She's
the
kinda
sword
mad.
from my back, and I give it to Hart, and going like, remember who saved you. You owe me.
Thank you, Nesgrin. And I leave out the exploded stone wall.
And he walks up the twisted wall of the chapel, past Celine, where she stands silently watching, past Nabeen and the warg, who watches stoically with golden eyes, out the doors of the chapel, and out the wall.
I stop slightly at the door, and I look back at Celine. Does she make eye contact with me?
And she'll make eye contact with you.
I have a very sad look on my face, and then I turn the corner.
Aw.
Heart's puppy dog eyes.
Aw.
And
I don't think she ever caught his sorry or anything or feeling bad. I don't remember if it ever came through or not. So she still is pissed because he came at them. Like, she gave him a chance. She talked to him and he roared and was like ready to come at her, and she basically put him down at that point. So
Don't you hate when you keep feeding your dog steroids and infecting rabies, and then suddenly they lash out at you?
yeah, you don't turn
I
on your
hate
master.
when that happens, you know?
I love
You know how many dogs I've had to put down because I made them into twisted monsters?
Yeah, right. The Celine's whole character arc is like, oh no, the consequences of my own actions.
Yeah, no friggin' joke. I want a TV show.
Celine acts very much similar to that villain style. Look at what I can create. Look what I've done. It's turned on me. You have to die.
You're Victor Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Except less pouty and more sexy.
Yeah. The impulsive decision making.
Yes, very much so.
All right. Well,
And a voice fills the room and says, "Aw, that was so touching."
Yeah.
Now,
So now we have our two secrets.
Now do you believe,
Oh.
Nesgrin?
You won't do anything to get Nesgrin to believe. You're done talking to him. The secret
Yeah.
is mine. He wasted one out of our
No,
two.
we have two.
I opened the door. You don't get to decide that, he does. And he is going to say, we have one, because he already has. And she's
Not
just
with that
like looking
attitude.
at you with daggers.
With that attitude, come on.
Come on. Come on, guys. It's just a demon just a demon
Yeah,
boon. Come on.
If he gives us only one, can't be trusted, so you have to give us two.
He never agreed to give you a freebie. He said that this one was using one of our secrets. And literally, instead of telling us where Heart's body was, literally brought it to us.
Oh.
You're done.
Yeah, he's a real nice
Done.
guy, isn't he?
This is my secret.
Yeah,
Celine,
go ahead. Ask for your two secrets.
such fire and ownership. What is it you want to know?
I go and sit with Nam and start playing cards with her. And
I also
Ideal
sit and play
Nestor
cards.
Yep.
What does she want to know? She's feeling worked up and selfish right now. She will look back at the group. Does the group pay her any mind at all or look at her?
No.
Probably not.
We're playing Towers of Voshake Tadberg.
Celine turns back and seems sad. And is very torn about what
What's
to do at this point.
What's the name of the fort that we started in?
Bodes well.
Bodes well.
They're playing Settlers of Bodeswell.
Settlers of
The
Bodes well.
settlers.
Come on, you can ask him how to liberate the fucking orc. We can go home.
So you were tempted previously with Heart's body,
Yep.
what the rats are doing, what the human is doing in Shadow Castle. If there is more chaos to come in the future, or
Oh, I know. Selena's
that
thing. I remember
one's
everything.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what Selene would do right now, because
Think harder.
she's pissed because she feels like because of Nesgrin's philosophical crap. She's like, that was fucking selfish and he wasted his like one secret. Why shouldn't I be selfish now? Because she was
That's
ready to
what he
find
did,
out
right?
how to save the orcs god. Now
Nesgrin,
she's
everyone
Nesgrin
knows.
kind of did, but Heart certainly also engaged
Yes, but
it, but nobody knows.
the demon exactly.
Yeah.
So this is all like this is Nesgrin's fault. He wasted a secret with his philosophical bullcrap and put Heart back in what's possible, a ticking time bomb of a body.
You said that nobody could hear what I was thinking to the demon, so Nesgrin doesn't even know that I
Yeah,
asked for
Nesgrin
that, does he?
wasn't even aware.
So yeah.
I play like I was pulled to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like as something unconscious.
Definitely how you convince yourself, for sure.
Yeah. It was fun. Also,
Oh.
you know
Nesgrin's
that
like,
a
that
lo-
was exciting.
Yeah.
And the voice.
If
will
I didn't
say-
know you could kick my ass, I would punch you right now.
Come on, Salim. If you're not going to use the secrets that I gave you, then I will use mine. Come on. Think. 5, 4, 3.
I'm doing something.
Oh, he's whispering it. He's doing his own
yeah.
thought. Magic.
Um,
Secret thought secrets.
and the voice says.
Is she doing something or?
The voice says, "Absolutely, Celine." And then it's quiet.
Does it say that to all of us?
Yep, everybody hears it.
Well, what was it? Say it out loud.
Nav braces
just-
herself
she's
to
like,
see
"If
a
you wanna
giant
go, let's
dildo drop from
go."
the ceiling.
You're not even gonna tell us what you wished for?
She's like, no.
All right, let's go. 'Tis the season for some treason.
All right. So you
Are you feeling
all-
betrayed enough yet, Lillian?
Why would I have cause to feel betrayed in just the events of the last 24 hours? I've done so much heroic shit in the last 2 days. We led a friggin' army that didn't have a single casualty
That was very
against
good.
a horde of goat people.
Beastmen, yeah.
I single-handedly fought off, like, what, 4 murder slave rats at one time?
Yeah.
And then also 1v1 to Silver Warg. Meanwhile, I keep getting betrayed, backstabbed for being upset. Oh, let me have my feelings, goddammit!
Let me be human.
It's okay for me to be mad. I've earned it. Just because I'm a woman and you think I need to act a certain way. Just kidding. Everyone else here is women too.
Oh yeah, the only Heart's Angels is heartless now.
It's true.
So you all
Alright.
exit.
Start rolling up another character. We'll go.
You all exit into the
Oh no, there's already a backup character. Don't worry.
foyer. Oh wait. And standing here in this narrow entryway, you have seemingly 2 options. There is the blasted open hole, which goes to the south, from which you can hear the distant sounds of a pitched Skurzak on Skurzak battle, echoing off the rocks and the cliffs and the snow outside. Clearly, this incursion is more substantial than the one that you saw the aftermath of. And it occurs to you that maybe it's because the head security agent of the entire facility is nowhere to be found at the most key moment that he would be needed.
And he's in a corpse, right? Pretty sure.
Yep, he is experiencing eternal agony in a decomposing body.
Pranked him.
Yeah, that was fun.
We've already played into this thing's hand. We might as well take the stairs up. We at least know that there's someone of interest there.
I was gonna say we can always find another way into the other room. I'm also gonna go talk with Corna. I need help getting back into my body.
Yeah, Celine's body is quite damaged.
Don't
And-
shoot
Her
me.
body is quite damaged, but yeah, basically she just is gonna show Corna how to use the gun and have her put me back in my body.
Okay, so you go back through the halls of change, and they are.
I brought them all up.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh yeah, you
I
went
did
back.
that.
Yeah.
You went back. Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so yeah, they meander to you guys, and so you show Corna how to do it.
Yeah.
As she is putting the gun on and like getting ready, your rat son approaches you with Ardron. And Ardron looks at him and looks to you in your rat body and says, well, he's finding his words very quickly. It's like they're in there. And your rat son says, yeah, Corna and Ardron, they taught me speaking. And
You'll know the memories of your body, and so I'm sure things will come quicker to you, and I'm happy to hear that.
did you win, Mommy?
We did.
Okay.
We still have more to do, but we did.
Okay, and this won't hurt you? As she looks
No,
at Corna.
this will put
She
me
looks at Corna with,
back where I belong.
oh, okay. And he steps back, and Corna readies the.
How did this rat go from newborn to like 2nd grade level speech?
It's the same way that Nate learned
Yep.
all the shit about the way that the
'Cause it's
base is
all-
structured.
it's all
the
in the
neuron
brain.
map
There.
exists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
just
gotta
getting used to it.
fill it in with a soul.
It's really interesting.
And so Corna hefts this menacing lightning cannon and blasts your bleeding body, taking your soul out of it. Roll me a D100, Nathan. and tell me high or low.
Oh, hi.
All right. Your body tumbles to the ground. You are in the gun, and Corna blasts you into Celine. And you are now
All right.
your goblin self.
Fuck
And
you.
Even the gods in on it.
the body of the soul scientist lays bleeding out on the floor.
She will get up and go to like her rat child and do the whole very motherly cup his face in her hand and be like, I told you, I'm fine.
Well, I
I
mean,
still
back
lean
where I
way
am.
down.
I'm
fine.
confused.
It is very confusing, but this is who I am.
Okay.
He imprinted on a rat face, and then you've done
I
this to him.
know.
And now it's a different kind of rat
I
face.
know. Maybe as time goes on, I can help you understand it, but right now we do have some things we need to do.
What's happening outside?
There's a battle going on.
Battle? And you can see he like furrows his brow, and he's like, "Oh, that's dangerous."
It is. We're gonna stay away from that right now, hopefully. So,
Is there any particular thing you want to do with the soul scientist body?
I mean, Celine has nothing left she wants to do with it. It's beaten and battered. She's done with it. She's
Toss it
happy
out
to
of
be
the
back in
keep
her
just to
body.
be safe. Best not leave it here.
Where did you want?
that's
What did you want to
actually-
do with it?
I'm gonna have the warg like heave it out of the hole in the wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. But yeah,
I can't stop imagining visually how slick it must look to watch this warg go up the stairs.
Oh yeah.
That must
Very
look so
lithe.
fucking cool.
right.
Like
That
lithe
would be
and almost
super cool.
weaselly.
Yeah.
Am I able to fit the gun to me like adjustment, or is it too
Yeah,
big for
it's
me?
adjustable, but it
Okay.
certainly isn't comfortable.
That's fine. We'll adjust it. And then she's ready to go wherever we're going. If we're going to see the human in the other castle, or if we're
I think that's the best bet right now. It's what we
Alright.
seem most equipped to handle. Considering the whole premise of potentially going in undercover is not likely in this state of things.
yeah, probably not.
Roll me one more D100, Nathan, and pick high or low.
Low.
Is that thing
Shit.
making like a whirring noise?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. And so you all continue up the stairs, and you actually enter like what looks to be it's like a
What the?
it's like
Steve!
a get out of here. Like someone built this wooden staircase that connects this half of the building to the northern half, and it looks like it's kind of like ramshackle or ad hoc. Like something had separated the buildings and someone came back and built this staircase so that you could go between them, kind of thing. And you enter into at the top of the staircase there's a nice wooden door, and if you step through it you enter into a like sumptuously furnished castle hallway that is very dimly lit by normally colored candles. And so the hallway, or like this hallway that you've entered into, is flickering with shadows. There's a plush, like a long plush carpet that stretches from one end to the other, covering part of the stone floor. And you are in Shadow Castle. And I don't have a...
The dungeon music from Terraria?
Ooh. We might have some good shadowy music.
Question: do we have to spend a day because I'm wounded and take a laudanum or something, or is the same day as before?
It's still the same day. You literally just killed the demon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if the same day as I used laudanum or not.
It is, yeah, because that would have
Yeah.
been
Okay.
the morning you woke up, chose to leave the Soul Tower, come here, wander through all
I
the
like
stuff,
this music.
slay the demon.
It's good. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I want this track. You gotta send me this one.
I can. You should own it. It's part of the bundle that we have. So yeah, let me I can give you a very rough. So you took a staircase across to Shadow Castle. And
I drew heart.
You drew heart.
Which one
Yeah.
is heart?
Where?
Purple.
The purple?
Oh.
this guy. I like that.
Jesus.
And so,
Nice wooden door.
aw, it's so kind.
Dude, is that Plank's
What a
cousin?
loving
I thought
wooden
that's
door.
Plank's cousin.
Yeah, it's Plank's cousin board.
Or like, yeah. Or like older brother.
This is
He
like-
went to college and became a door.
This is music for like Donkey Kong Country.
Bro, this is so good right now.
It is.
I'm digging this.
jamming.
I'm vibing hard.
Right?
Muse. Aw.
And so you can choose to go left or right in this hallway, because there are no obvious doors or anything like that.
Right.
Right's always right.
All right. So you guys travel to the right.
This is gonna be weird without heart.
Yeah, well, you kick it, so
We'll all be safer.
or not.
Oh, we're not done with heart yet. It's okay, guys.
No, we are.
Oh, I'm sure.
We better be.
You will miss him.
No.
eventually.
I promise
It
It
you.
will
do.
miss
Yes, you
his
do.
body between me
Oh,
and the
totally.
enemy.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Having a
who
meat shield. is
who
nice.
is probably in front now that we are sans heart?
Probably me on the
Lillian, because she kicked him.
Yeah.
Nesgrim's like, he's
This
gotta
is
be
your
it.
punishment, Lillian. You kicked out our
Yeah.
team.
You gotta
my
take
punishment is
point.
that I have to keep fighting. Oh no.
So without even a roll, you walk down this shadowy hallway and you see emerging from the gloom a left turn, as if you were approaching like the corner of the building, but at the corner where you would make the left turn, there is a wooden chair, ornately carved. Sitting in the chair is a person.
Greetings.
Yeah, I guess hail.
And so you're
hello?
still
If
pretty
it
far.
wasn't for heart,
What was
if
that?
it wasn't for heart, you wouldn't have a work.
That's true.
Yeah,
Look at the
that's
bright
true. If it wasn't for
That's good.
Celine, I would still have one wolf.
Nesgrin is my
Aw.
favorite person.
He just looks down and sad.
I love the idea that you guys are having this conversation as you're like exploring
As we're
the
approaching
castle.
this guy,
Where Nesgrin's
We're
like,
like-
you know, Lillian.
we're like weapons out, walking
Yeah.
down this long spooky
Bantering.
tunnel, and he's like trying to like say, now this is why you should still forgive him, even though the conversation's over. It's
so
hard.
you're
It's hard
still-
to explain to an atheist when you did just hear a God's voice a second ago, but
I'm not an atheist. Who says I'm an atheist?
agnostic.
you believe in the gods. You just think that they're all
No,
shit stains.
No, it's not that I know the God says. I know they're useless.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
It
So
doesn't make me an atheist. So
yeah, I mean, I guess
because
it
I think
really.
they're useless. It doesn't make me an atheist. because
Yeah, I
know
mean,
they're useless.
I feels like you're splitting hairs between saying gods don't exist and gods don't give a shit. I think like
I mean, saying
Ah,
gods
I
are
know.
useless after they literally just brought Heart's body and got him back inside of it seems very
Is
contradictory.
that a god? We
I
don't
got
know.
mean,
I don't fucking know. Is the Prince of Pleasure considered,
wait.
or the Prince of Chains
Cool.
considered God here?
All right, we gotta get going. We
Sorry.
gotta. Hail, stranger
It
in the
isn't
chair.
He was
Um,
the Prince of Change. He was a god who will name himself the God of Change.
oh yeah.
Okay.
He's
So-
less than a god.
All
So
right.
who got
But I
first
mean, is a
attack?
king? The Winter
did.
King is just a king. A king is higher than a prince, and we
Matt
saw that
just
prince be a
yells,
piece of
"Shut
shit.
the fuck up!"
This is the best conversation we've had in
Oh my
36 episodes.
god.
I feel like we've had this conversation every episode.
Every episode for like 5
This
episodes
happens
straight.
a lot.
Gotta get
and so
going.
you are still a good ways down the hallway, and so you say, "Hail, stranger," and you can
Yeah.
feel your voice sort of like not carry very far. It's like
muted.
yeah, it's very muted in here, like the air is heavy or something like that. And the person in the chair doesn't react. And you can make me a scrutinize or something like that to maybe gather some more information.
Come on,
Ernest?
guys. Let's scrutinize.
Ernest. Yes.
So you can see from down the hallway in this dim light that this person is sitting in the chair and they are wearing a like white half mask that's
Oh shit.
clearly shiny.
Okay.
And so
I
it
know the
covers
secret
like
to this puzzle.
it covers the top of their face and the eyes are open, and their eyes, you can see just looking a little bit closer, their eyes are wide open. You can see like candlelight flickering
Cool.
off the whites of their eyes behind this mask.
Bum 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 bum.
It's not that kind of half mask. It's top half. It's not
It
the
depends
side.
on which show you see.
I suppose that's
Yeah.
true.
Also, the music stopped.
Oh.
Yeah,
what?
you didn't set to loop.
That was a long song.
That was a long one. That was good. Like it.
It's set to loop.
All right, we've got gray aliens up ahead.
Oh wait, that's the wrong song.
So approach
As opposed
closer
to
and
the
go
pink
like,
aliens you fought in the last room.
Oh no.
greetings.
So you approach closer,
Yeah.
Go,
Okay.
Greetings.
and
This guy's
as-
fucking weird.
as you approach, they don't react. They're just sitting in this chair, eyes wide, mask on.
This might be some kind of possessed sentry situation.
No, I think from their uselessness, God.
Do you
Are
think
they
this is a
focused
god?
on-
Okay.
On any of us
They're
in particular,
useless.
or
No, the eyes are not moving. So they're like 1,000-yard stare down the hallway.
This is like
Are
ye olde
they
CCTV.
focused on anything down the hallway?
Doesn't seem to be. And as you guys approach closer, you see that the skin of the bottom of the face and the hands that you can see is deathly white.
Yeah, it's like a necromancy thing, yeah?
Touch it, Nesgrim.
Yeah, is it cold?
They have something like a rock that could not throw at him, but throw in the vicinity. So, like
Oh, like to check for
something like-
traps?
Not exactly check for traps. If see if that thing moves, he change.
Oh,
No,
to like
It's
flinch?
focus or
Yeah,
whatever.
that
Yeah, you're
focus,
probably-
and she
you're probably
changed focus
carrying-
in something like something. I don't know how to explain it. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
You're probably
Look, when you're
carrying some
concentrated,
kind
what-
of object that you could
Catch
throw.
its attention.
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. I tried to do that.
So yeah, you toss like an unlit torch or something, and it clatters to
Yeah.
the ground close to this person sitting in the chair, and they don't react. No.
Touch
Is there
no-
anything special about the chair itself?
Besides being like beautifully carved, it doesn't immediately appear that there's anything special about it.
Hey, Celine, can you witch sight this guy?
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
thinking
going
about
close.
that.
Yeah.
So
I
was going
imagine
to
we
use
might
one.
be seeing some kind of tether from this guy.
Maybe. We'll find out. If so, it could lead us to where we want to go.
Which would be very convenient.
Doom, 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 doom. My number pad. 25. I succeed.
So you blindfold yourself and enter witch sight, and this body is under a spell. Something is affecting this body, and the mask appears to be both part of the spell, but also doing something else magical. So there's two things going on with the mask, and the body is clearly under some kind of spell.
Make a medicine check.
Yes, you can make a medicine check.
I think it's just heal. Right?
Say that again? Yeah, heal.
It'd just be heal.
Yeah.
I want to see if he's like, if it's like a corpse. Well,
You've got fortune points.
no, it's not worth it.
Can I just try
I'm not the big
and
spender
do
here.
like a normal incantation or something to try and understand like what might be going on?
I would like
Or
you
get
to
an
do
idea.
a folklore.
Folklore, that works too. Yeah. So,
Nab, you think we should put this poor schmuck out of his misery?
any positive or negative for folklore?
How about plus 10 because you're able to identify that there is a spell going on?
Okay. If you're like saying that out loud, Celine's like, give me a second. Something is going on with the body and the mask
Oh, okay.
separately, and
You
that's what I
know,
get.
Celine, through your various travels in the forest and your interactions with other hedge wizards and your studies of magic, that there is a spell. And you don't remember exactly the details or what it's called, but it can make a person appear to be dead when they are not.
Huh. I think this has to do with the spell that can make a person appear to be dead when they're actually not. They might be alive because of that mask, but there's still like the magical effect on them itself, because they both seem different still, like they're not necessarily tied together.
The
Or
mask is certainly tied to that spell that is making them appear to be dead.
oh, okay,
But
I
it's
see.
also doing an additional thing. There's some other kind of winds of magic about the mask
Mhm.
that you don't.
Are there any
So-
legends or stories or anything like that that any of us would know about anything
You
similar?
should roll me a folklore.
Okay.
Can I do that as well?
Sure.
What modifiers?
Everyone else will just do a regular folklore.
Okay.
Because Celine's like, oh yeah, there's this spell that can maybe.
We just start telling scary
Ooh,
stories.
Nice.
Damn, you guys. Oh, I thought you tied
Jesus Christ,
7 and a
guys.
3.
Everybody's just discussing about
Yeah,
what this could
so
be.
You guys launch into this discussion about like you're standing around this guy sitting in the chair being like, "Oh yeah, I've heard," and Nabeen brings up an old soldier's tale of certain wizards being able to put people into this death-like state, and it was told as a horror story around the soldier campfires because the legend has it that when you are in this death-like state, you are still fully aware of
God.
everything that's going on around you. And so
Pinch him.
the tales often end with people buried alive or autopsies being done on these people who are appear to be functionally dead but are experiencing everything but just locked in to their body.
I want to take out my sword and try to flip the mask off its face.
Celine's gonna back up because she's worried this guy might freak out if that story is true.
You reach out your sword and flip the mask off this guy's face, and he inhales the loudest gasp that you've ever heard and startles and immediately makes eye contact with Nabeen and says, "You need to run. He knows."
What?
Okay, I run.
Whoever
Where'd you
casts
get
this
a
on you,
fine
put it
pen?
on him. We came for him. Who is he?
Yeah, I don't know who he is. I'm leaving. You need to get out of here. And he stands up out of the chair and falls immediately to the ground.
His legs
And-
have been working in some time.
You need to relax. We're here to deal with him, Celine says blindfoldedly.
And he looks up at you, his eyes wild, and he says, What year is it?
The year of our Lord 623.
623? My fam... They're all dead. And he curls into the fetal position. And he says, just run. You have to leave.
We really gotta deal with him or talk to him.
Yeah.
Just tell us what you remember.
It was, if that year is correct, 121 years ago.
Can I do like a charm to try and like soothe him and like help him relax?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna get on the ground and spoon him a little bit.
It's okay, baby.
Ooh, I also
I'll be your new wife.
as I do this, I also would like to I want to start with Insidious Whisper, which is going to be a
Which
guile
sounds
test, basically.
perfectly, comforting.
I know, but
Soothing.
it is.
That
if
gets
I
ready
use
to
it
backhand
correctly.
Celine.
No, it is actually, it just sounds really bad. It can
Yeah.
be beneficial.
So I can use it to compel them, basically force another person to experience an emotion of my choice equal to my willpower bonus. I can move them one step up or down the peril condition track. Anybody who wants to read it can. It's right there. Super cool. Always wanting to use it. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
This is a guile test.
So you bend down and you insidiously whisper into this man's ear.
Ah, god damn it. Yes. And basically just whisper to him like, it's okay, you're doing good. We're like, trying to think. Because I'm always, we're gonna go with trust in this case. And be like, we're here to help you. Don't worry. We're here to deal with him. We
And
can
his-
handle
His
this.
breathing slows just a little bit.
There you
and-
go. And if he is like up on the peril condition track,
Yeah,
I do.
so you
want
can
him
move
up there.
him. You can move him
So-
up to make him feel more rested.
Yeah.
And he'll say, I was a mercenary, and we were hired, some kind of shadow mage. Needed escort across the mountains, and one night we struck camp, and he said we'd made it, but there's nothing here. We weren't anywhere, but he promised to pay us, and so I went to bed, and I woke up like that. I couldn't move. He put something on my face, and
I understand.
he put me in the chair, and I could hear him thinking, and I've been.
Tell me more about that. So you said you can hear him thinking. Did he ever like talk near you or anything? Like the more you know, the better we can handle this situation.
It's the mask. It like, when you put your ear up to a door, and you can kind of hear what's on the other side. It's like we had our ears up to each other's brains. I could hear him, and he could hear me, and I couldn't move. I've been sitting there for, God, more than 100 years.
And it's like, I know it. I'm sure that's. And she seems very sincere with this. I'm sure that's awful. I can only imagine.
Everyone I know is dead.
She has nothing to say to that. She just kind of looks down solemnly. Like, how do you comfort someone out of that? So she really doesn't know.
We'll get you in contact with the historian when we're out of here. Maybe you can track down your descendants.
Murder is always an option. I'm sorry. I just saw
We're not murdering this guy.
that.
Although it is an option.
Mhm.
Should things go south too quickly. Celine, do you think you could use this magic?
That's what I was gonna try, as long as you guys can make sure to take it off after a little bit.
Wait, why were you sitting here?
He
Place you here?
He couldn't move. He was put here.
He woke up
Yeah,
this
but
way.
why?
he put us in these chairs, and he would brush against my mind to see what I was seeing and hear what I was hearing.
CCTV. It's security
Yep.
cams. They're
Yeah.
human security cameras.
That's why I said
How
he
many of you
knows.
were there?
And he sort of begins to get riled up again. He knows you're here. He saw.
I know. And Celine is
Yeah,
gonna
I
keep the
know.
blindfold on, pick up the mask, and just put it on her face. And like as she's about to, she just kind of puts a finger to her lips and then puts it. Will be like, I guess before she does, 5 minutes at most, and then she puts it on.
I dip you and cover your eyes.
How do we
And
know
so-
when 5 minutes is over?
You,
I was thinking that too.
Start counting.
you experience.
Nesrin, you start counting.
You experience something odd because you don't go catatonic or anything like that.
Mhm.
But when you put the mask on, it's like a small hatch opens in the back of your head, and you can feel just barely pressing against the back of your head as if the back of somebody else's head is just barely touching you, and you begin to brush up against the ambient thoughts of the Shadow Mage of Shadow Castle, and he is thinking all about these
Furry porn.
furry porn. These assholes with their red sashes coming in here to ruin his plans to figure out how to bring a god back to life. And that is where we will end this episode of Scarlet Sash Stories with our intrepid sash bearers inside Shadow Castle, caught by magical CCTV on their approach to the master of Shadow Castle, who appears to maybe harbor similar goals to our sash bearers. And so we will reconvene next week, Friday? Or is that your week you're gone, Nate?
Yes, next Friday I will be gone.
Okay.
Oh.
So, most likely, the week after next week. To continue our exploration of all the shenanigans going on surrounding the corpse of this dead orc's god. So, thank you to my wonderful players, Topher, Ignacio, Nathan, Cody, and Chris. This has been a production of Fiends and Friends. That's all of us as a collective. We are putting this on in collaboration with the Grim and Perilous Studios people, the creators of ZweihanderRPG. This is our long-form campaign of ZweihanderRPG on session 36. Well, technically we did a few before we started streaming, but so check us out, not next Friday, but the Friday after, for more Scarlet Sash stories. In the meantime, while you are champing at the bit for more Fiends and Friends content, you can check us out this coming Monday for Forbidden Frontier, the show that I named and run and should remember. As well as tomorrow we are playing. Yeah, so we're playing Dragon Age RPG. Our From Ashes campaign of the up-and-coming Band of the Clear Sky mercenary company as we rebuild and prepare to conquer all of Thedas with an iron fist. We'll be on session 5, I believe, of that game.
I'm bad with numbers.
That is a campaign that our friend Cody has written and is running, and includes the beautiful faces of myself and Chris, and Nate's there too. So
Yeah.
check that out. And then
Along with a couple of even better people.
yeah, and along with some other cool people. And then this coming Wednesday, we have a horror spooky story created by Chris, who will be running Survive the Night is the name of the indie RPG. And so we'll be playing that on Wednesday night. And then
I'm gonna kill you guys so hard.
yeah, we're gonna
Oh
die.
yeah.
I am so excited for my
Gonna be
character. He's gonna be such a huge piece of shit, and it's gonna be so much fun to play.
I'm looking forward to mine as well.
So yeah, all kinds of TTRPG content coming at you. Follow us at our Fiends and Friends channel on Twitch. Follow the ZweihanderRPG channel here, and we will see you next time for whatever show you choose to watch. Good night, and have a wonderful life.
See ya.